Hey guys, today I'll be answering the question of what's the association between rocking back and forth or swinging with maladaptive daydreaming? Because someone asked like every time they try and study or every time they try to sleep, they find themselves rocking back and forth and they can't seem to stop it. So, what is the association? So, let's first understand this. Do we really need to know the association between something which you feel you can't control and another thing which you can control? Actually, no. You don't need to associate two things for you to find meaning. No. What you need to really dig deeper is why can't you manage this, or why is this happening to me and it's not happening to someone else? That's how you really get deep insights on what you're going through. It's not really associating like this happens because of this. When you associate things, you tend to come up with your own conclusions. And even if I explain to you that this happens because of it will still be a conclusion. But to you, you can just ask yourself this: when I do this rocking back and forth, how am I feeling in this moment? Am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling anxious? Am I feeling out of tension? Let's say before this, just during the rocking, am I feeling tension? Am I feeling stressed? And then also afterwards, what am I feeling? Am I feeling guilty? Am I feeling anxious? So it's just like looking at how you are feeling during that moment, because the moment you understand how you're feeling is when you understand actually there's something in there, because something which is compulsive, or we can say addictive, or we can say that you are doing without your own accord, means that there's another you inside you, which is now the subconscious part of your mind, which is making you do this because of a reason, and mostly that reason it can be to relieve you from the stress. So you, every time, let's say you study, what happens when you study? Because you have to concentrate. So because you have to concentrate, all those things deep within you, all those thoughts about your past which you have not processed, all those emotions about your past you have not processed, come to the surface. And when they come to the surface, the mind tends to associate the aspect of, when these things come to the surface, let's do this. It can be let's daydream, it can be let's rock back and forth, or it can be let's swing, just to relax this person, just to relax this person. And when the mind takes over, the subconscious mind takes over, you get to this point where you feel that you have no conscious control of your actions. So it's become like a form of an autopilot. That's why don't focus on associating it with another thing. I'll explain the association. Yes, there might be an association, but don't focus so much on associating it. Just focus so much on how can you take back your life from the past, or from the unprocessed aspects of your past which you've never really healed. It can be trauma or all those things beneath the surface. So how do you take your life back? And you take your life back by doing what? By, of course, working on processing those emotions, by going for therapy or working on it yourself, which it can be quite of a challenge because of your own biases, and you tend to make associations. So, yeah, don't always focus on coming up with associations, because they'll be conclusions, and most of those conclusions will be wrong conclusions. Yes, and some aspect of rocking back and forth, yes, it can have connection with maladaptive daydreaming, because it can create this feeling of a rhythm. It can make the daydreaming deeper. Yeah, from research, like when you swing back and forth, it can deepen the daydream. But that's still not the point. The point is, as long as something is taking a grip on your real life, it's your job and your responsibility to take your life back by working on those underlying issues. Not even looking for explanations, but just seeking help and dealing with those underlying issues. Hope you found that informative, guys. Until next time, have a nice day.